Molena Makaya, Ndinguthuma Banda. I'm coming with you with a new show, a new podcast. It's all about speaking sports. The idea is all about Tagamajita. Amantombazana. We get together, we have a couple of drinks, and then we just analyze, speak our thoughts. But I'm in there today. We do Baha Lulut. Khoda when you know awufuna ucela ubungibani
ndingululutho mna okwabharha ndisuka eqolo
Eastern Cape
Mpuma Koloni
Phondweni
as unantsika ukhriba esitrapper we're here to analyze and speak about sport obviously the conversation broadens and then sakwazi ukuthana ngezinye izinto. It's not just limited to sport, life in general. But ke mandwele kule nto yakho nobanda.
Enkosi mfowethu ngifakele pressure. This is the first episode. And so I'm cautious reasons njani. But I think the main purpose for this is okay, my thing is this thing was influenced by the lack of abantu abanesibili to actually speak their minds. And on kumnandi to be a fan because as a fan you can say whatever you want to say. You want not to give players when the players ngabantu ke so and umsebenzi wabo lo so we have to respect that. But as a fan you get passionate and you get involved and then
into enzekayo kaloku zethi sihambe sibukele then umuntu une perspective yakhe and then into enzekayo zethi sifuna ubridge la gap between umbukeli nomuntu osebenza kulena because abantu baye gatekeeper le nto yesport umzekelo ngizawuthetha apha ndithi
before ufike kumzekelo xoxa ngoqhawula so le podcast wena ezolulutho bharha let's say you were an audience, someone is watching, ufuna umamela ntoni, ufuna ubukela ntoni?
Ndifuna uva mna into unfiltered. Viewpoint yomntu there's unfiltered. Hence I'm saying nobana ndifuna ubridge la gap between umuntu oyenzayo lento nomuntu nje ozibukeleleyo because obviously okay ba umuntu ozibukeleleyo nje just watching rugby as a sport nomuntu ophangela njengami umzekelo coaching stuff like that I'll have a more in-depth analysis about what's going on in the game. Then omnye umuntu yena uzibukelele unqoya noxa bakhe banqoya ngalento ndingene mina ndifuna abana ndibe ngilona une viewpoint ibone ngathi ibhadlile kunabanye abantu so sizama ubridge lo game
ufuna analyst
mina ndi-analyst omnye umuntu ndimjongela phansi yena amncama uyazi lento mfethu wena zange udlala nerugby esikolweni wena mfethu okanye umhlaba umjida wayedlala i-sevens
but I don't think that's important because uyawazi ungabi na talent window but into uyayithanda and uyayifistana.
Yes, true.
That type of thing and I think it's a platform for nabani now, whether it's a comment section or whether you're here because we like guests over time. It's just something when abantu ba throw opinion here. Okay, so masingena kuye mntakwethu. I just have talking points here. Akho nto etheni. Siya kwi rugby championship. Orasi watyombile amadoda. And
exciting times now.
Watyombile nje.
Exciting times.
Khona abantu abashiyekileyo bodini. Khona abantu abashiyekileyo. So overall xoxa nge squad backs and forwards. Nezintwana zi3 under 20. What do you think? What's your thoughts?
No, mna pura ifuna ukuxoxela. Most of the calls I was expecting. For instance,
Ima. Uthi ubuyazi Fafa uzokhipha.
Bendibona. Akakhipwanga Fafa.
Okay, I'm not saying ukhiphiwe, but ubuyazi mana there's going to be an omission mana akazi bakhona against Australia.
Yes, bendibona.
Based on what?
There was an indication.
Based on what?
If we see a chonga, how much game time did Fafa get? Kule we used to call it most inbound castle like I don't know and yazi don't know.
Italy ne
Barbarians squad like by 3 tests but ngokufaka by praise by 2 tests. Na last year George if mene nga 2 Like last year.
No, it wasn't last year. So last year, last year I said Kumul, but it was 2 games in Wales, and then there was some other DC country.
Georgia
Georgia.
So it was Wales, and then Wafagu Georgia. It was that year.
So so uti you knew by now. Ufafa kazulethe xesha.
Bendibona. There was a clear indication because it came to my
because Umone van der Berg udlale the Pretoria test.
Yes. And then
kwadlala ne Barbarians.
Van der Berg, yes. But I test match le. Mina ngifuna sifocus apha.
The thing is, my thinking is, we know what Ufaf brings to the table.
Yes.
So asking him test out. So hence, I assumed, or as Udlale Umone van der Berg, to see whether he can stand up with international level. So when Uti based on other games, you just knew whether Ufaf was the clash.
No, Buddha. Ndivekakhle. 9, 10. Those are very pivotal positions. We know, and it takes quite some time for Bumdu angene a perform to a level that is required at test level. You understand? So, kana ufeza out umshito fana Faf. Ayizofana noba umapim type of thing.
So are you saying Ufaf some phase out?
I'll phase out. But also
sure.
But also remember, Umorne stay, career yake, bengafika uRas. Uyibona career yakhe phela njani.
Understand lo.
Yes, but uRas wakwazi umutilize xa emnida. So phasing out a player, I mean Ndobana, you are not going to consistently pick this guy for every other test. But if I feel like a test that requires a Faf, I will select you. Because Umorne
Ufafa was 2 games Australia.
But uzawuthini ke ngoxa iphikiyo if ukhona class yaka
New Zealand
uzawuthini.
So are you saying Uras is playing his cards to the point where ufuna ubona okay no I think dayiva letted of thought yakho. So uthi akakhiqwanga akekho ngoku
kuthiwa mdala khawuhlale phansi ngoku sijonga phambili.
Okay,
nje basijonga phambili funeka ngosidlale i-test matches with as players sibonayo into yobana no man la majita siwajongile. Yabo uRas mawutshela ngento yobana uyawajonga amajita awa-analyze over a period of time before actually select now unhlabakayo umzekelo
imandeza apha soncama
but senze umzekelo
sonileke
so uRas ngoku unhlufisa ezindwana
ngobani ezindwana
Van der Berg kaloku
into okay
hayi indwana Van der Berg because une-test ezingaphi phambi kwegama lakho une-test ezingaphi.
I don't have the stats but the game adlale I think 3 or 4 udlale last year against Wallabies.
Yeah. So i-player entsha leyo kwi-test run.
Fair enough. That's a fair comment.
So ngoku xana ke ngoku ezinhluvisa ezindwana kufuneka aphinde azinike ithuba. Ndikubonile last year wenzile.
Of which he did not have a good game against Australia, but kwakumanzi kunet
ngokwam ne uVan der Berg mna ngikambone negame esolid for Springboks.
He must have said Van der Berg because
but ke uFafu ndizama ukuthi kuwe uFafu ngoku siyamkhupha isystemini. So
would you rather have okay John Boks currently there's Andibale Elite. There's a Grant.
Light.
Pete.
Okay.
There's a Grant. Mone van der Berg. No Reinach. I'm thinking. I'm not convinced. Rugby ka Reinach. So I'm thinking if ufuna ukukhulisa le ntwana, have Ufaf who's been starting for iminyaka for is Springboks. Rather than having Ukobas.
Okay, yes. The comment yakho ngiyayibona biyaphi ne. So but my opinion yami ithi
different opinion yakho kahle. Because apha we all about opinions.
Yeah.
Unfiltered conversations. Asanguzo take it.
Yeah. But at the same time yabona njengoba singiyakufa ne. Ufuna sijonge i-role kaKobas within
and the other Kobas
impact player clean Ukopasi has played more matches from a bench than a start. So he has by impact player clean. So he's not going to influence a player if I know Grant or Lendwan van der Beek in terms of the longevity of the career. But ke ngoku njengoba nisithi ku-5 uface wa-out akakhigwanga ndizamkuwe usekhona ekhempini.
I want your thoughts on this. Mamel, and I want your thoughts on this. I'm going to play you. Okay, Manganfunde here. So this is a conversation I had with Olatu. Oled Uti. Ufaf in critical moments can make a huge difference. Ufaf knows how to play the quick ball game. Omone van Beek hasn't been tested on that. What do you think on if it's Scarlett? I'm for men.
Because as I said, Van der Beek has not shown me but mamela jongane lenwana makusuba ndiyayithanda ne into endiyithandayo ngalantuwana okay jo mamela uRasuthini clearly has the talent. So by virtue of being in the squad you cannot make it that far without raw talent. So but ke ngoku sifuna ke ngoku kube khola khuphiswana bana who's better than who, you understand? But ke ngoku sibuyela umva ke ngoba lanwana is amongst the best we have in the country, but at the same time we also need to understand about lanwana ke ngoku in a competition, you understand?
Okay,
but
to and sibende ku topic A1. Last question. Uyi coach Lions. Udlala EURC the next season. Uno beat unomonde van der Beek. Who do you start? Mind you, uno balena idlala Caricab no. I think it's Nico Williams or Indos Jan plus na yung system ukon. Who do you start? Van der Beek. Off the bench? Is it Upit or is it Unico? So hlabeza for the routine.
Afaka Upit.
No, I think it's fair because Van der Beek has played the tournament. And in one very cool. But Mamela, last point on this. Last point on this. Personally, deny issue. I think we could have sacrificed him for someone else.
Like who?
But in the years up, there's Sunlek.
I'm
gonna play this voice note because cool. On Van der Beek, and then tell me your thoughts on what he said.
You build the player, you build the player. Can't expect him back. As I figure, the players that's our choke against the All Blacks. Always take places here, URC. With the national stage, I thought his own like Ox did. So I go fair the question we bullseye. So scrum half like Chevron the play or now. Then the extra, then the more than scrum half money from the peg. Something that X factors. The speed, the salon goes right now, slows the game down like cool.
Yeah,
we were just right now. I'm not Boks kids in the sense why now we make him cook. I'm man.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay. So unyan sile lo plan. Unyan sile school because yazi lo ne benchilo must ba 9 and 10 pivotal positions. And if ujonga umzekelo, we cannot compare italente yalomjita to italente zabantu abafana no Jacques Fourie. Jacques Fourie can seamlessly just slot in. Yabona without having to have 5 games to be eased into a test run. But that's not the case, Umzekelo. Even as far no Grant Williams. Grant Williams did not need a test matches as E5 won, but this guy belongs here. Abanyabandu will need that. And that is why it has become apparent of Nobana Grant Williams is the best to have in the country. When you pick himself. But
and then the thing is
okay, so this team no plan.
I don't think I'm picking up because on the mic.
John, but even on this summer, we nansika mnana inobana. Ndithi kuwe lo mjita obviously the test player yabo uyakwazi udlala test run siyibonile lona but he has not been a standout player for 9. Of which we know bana.
How Grant has made the jersey his own.
Yeah, no.
Look, we need reserve Grant.
But also John Van der Beek is not a bench player. I can't figure the impact. Lamchita in a work rate, in a grit.
Last question.
To go the hard yards for
I see the topic one. Do you play him at Ellis Park against Wallabies? So you pick Grant and then you bench in Uno.
Grant test matches zonke kwa 9.
Man, that's not I could realistic long. So bench in Unabane bench in.
Kakalocho man.
Urasa
kazuyenza lo.
Ndibuza wena lutho baga. You start with Grant, bench in una 2 scrum halves, uno Reina, uno Van der Beek. Who do you put on the bench? Okay, sharp. Let's move on. You need to put that in this next topic. As if fans, we can't shy away from you. What's in what touches for the Tamagai? What's in your Buddha?
It's been long coming. I mean, performances as Omchita speak for themselves. Like, there's Teteler.
Sure, yeah, right.
The performance of Omchita is amongst the best, not just in the country, but we are to see.
The one in that is number 3 funding. What is that number 3?
No, I'm not saying he deserves to be an outright starter.
He deserves to be in the camp.
He deserves to be in the camp. He's get exposure and test rugby, and then after if made exposure and test rugby, sends the very same thing as Yenzai with other positions. Yeah.
And I'm not too much to do it. What do you think of him? I don't think he's like. I think no, but
element of versatility.
Thomas because he can play. But Iwariam, I don't think he's done enough with international stage over on Trabagan because you saw how he drowned Epai.
He's had ample chances to prove himself in rugby.
But the quick club level, so how do you ignore that over?
No,
but
I don't think. I think this is the beginning of who will be selected. It's brewing, yabo. It's the beginning of inansika la battle nobani. Izaba ngobani abazawube benxibe isiskiba samabhokobhoko going into the 2027 Rugby World Cup. You understand? So ngoku wonke umuntu uzalifumana ithuba. Just because la madoda big way uyodlala Australia. Akugqitywanga. We've seen this before. It's not like siyaqala. We've seen it before, but akhona amadoda azawahamba. Akhona amadoda
azafuna early.
Akhona amadoda azangena azodlala nathi siphinde sihambe. Kuba amadoda ke ngoku njengoba sigqibezele Australia bekho amadoda azawukhwela athi kwelaqala. Imajority yamadoda ke azawubedlala, but akhona amagama azawubizwa angabizwa ngoku. Ngicela ungaxokisi. Azawuhamba ayodlala New Zealand.
Uthini phone?
And it could be ba.
So uthi khona
Thomas.
Ukona amadoda.
Itsho ngakhe lento le. Itsho ngakhe. Yabo. IAustralia siyayazi ba umgangatho wayo. Ubone. Akho kwelizinga lethu.
They just won yesterday against the President Irish Lions.
Bawo abantu abatye Lions in the past 2 tours the Lions. 2 3 actually. Yesterday Australia. City car, you understand? And now sine cycle ezimbini.
All Blacks they drew last series here.
2017. You understand? 2013 iWallabies
like your 2-1.
All Blacks agqibela uyi Lions ngo 2005.
Bengayazi lost. I didn't understand.
Then Carter masterclass 33 points. We are yedwa ifana 31 points. Kamornstein anana bakuse Durban now.
I think was
esitya anana bakuphi esitya iAll Blacks. Engadla mesho wakhile uRetelling futhi but asikho lapho. But uRetelling kanye white lock. Ufina za lock kodwa zeAll Blacks. Kanye oyigilayo ba. Yena ndifuna le guest yeAll Blacks. Ikhona igesi enzayibiza pha kuBentley but ke sisekule ndaba yena bana uThomas yafunanga sicinge banga
So do you keep him in the squad?
Because
But akasinikanga nhluva fondini. For sure bayanokha phaya kula disease number 3 and then kuzobuya no France Malhep. Ya umdala
funeka singalibali ba amadoda amaninzi lento ekwazi ukubhikwa kwezi Springboks is because la versatility. Thomas is a very versatile prop, if I might say, because he has quite a bit of experience kwa 1, he has quite a bit of experience kwa 3. So urazi uyijongile lana cha ufuna kude kufike la xesha lobana Thomas.
Let's move on. I feel like it's just dragons conversations because
indolent but
no, so like, over time we're gonna unpack it. This is the first episode. First episode, first shoot. Says Zamel. This one. I don't know how I feel about it. Can't booze a win. So, in when I am Chituka played good game for the Boks. But I got for the training that's happening. Kupigwa Jean-Luc. What's his name?
Jean-Luc.
What was I?
Jean-Luc Dupré, yeah.
Dupré, yeah. So what do you make of that selection? I'm not saying Upigwa specifically for his jersey, but I'm just saying, man, ukhona the squad and Vincent Agego.
Okay. Maka wasibukela kulanda benithetha neba. Urasi iplayer classely.
Yima urasi ufuna ukwazi wena.
Kaloku mna ne.
Yima urasi did his thing. He knows what he's doing. When how do you feel about Jean-Luc being in the squad and Vincent is not there?
You're right lo.
You support it.
Yes.
Why?
Mandicela why. Ngibuyela kule nto uthi mani ngayenzi. Urasi kana iplayer sele ise systemini yakhe ne. Unalo icebo la player further than we think.
System
Jean-Luc une test ezininzi bona under his belt.
He's got a handful under Uras.
Kuno Chituka. Yeah.
He's got a hand Chituka. Okay, and Ipaiparen does bala because
yeah.
Udlalile.
Ufumene game time.
Yeah.
Ayo test match but ufumene game time. But kalona zama ukuthi
and we've seen what he offers.
Okay. So Urasi umpike Chituka bona
outstanding. No, upike Jean-Luc.
No, kaloku
before.
Umnikile ithuba. Wabona ba mna nami uyadlala man uyakwazi uyenza lena. It's not just nobana ubuleqa indwana ke EPCR okanye ubuleqa indwana kwi Lions days. Kwi Sharks ufika wenza the very same thing. We know you are capable. So kunikile a chance budlala test match. Wafika kwi test match impeccable performances but then let's move on. Let's move on sometimes. Kufuneka sibuyele umva. Sithi Jean-Luc uke wandenzela manje izinto phela ngakubona incamo nami kazohamba lapha
could they play somewhere ngxolayo
ngakho
but it's fine that
jonga uThoras shit wena nto Jean-Luc
just speak louder na
wawuleqa amadoda high school ugilified yabona newele lakho wahamba same thing under 20 but same thing kwi Sharks sale Sharks usayine contract ngokwe iBordeaux engathi uJean-Luc ankoshoba ephile club but I think idlala top 14 but jonga uthi la Urasi jonga la nto awuyenza kaphinde uzonibonisa ukugqibela tukuphi chance bophi unibonisa ba usengilamntu na ngikwazi unguwe uChituka simbonile uziprovile naye but uzawuthini ke ngoku umlana xana kuthathwa uChituka yeNew Zealand ashiya uJean-Luc uzawuphinda uyibuze lo mbuzo wakho okanye uyijonga ngalanto into bana wonke umuntu ufumana ichance ba azibonakalise.
No, mamela bach. My thing is ngakubona you ufuna uba smart about this answer. Did you wena ezululutho kupikwe uJean-Luc kwashiya uChituka uthini ngalonto yeke ubana ubani offers what ubani did what
did you right uChituka andikosho iminyaka yakhe ithini but uJean-Luc ngo95 une30 kulonyaka yena silithuba lakhe lokugqibela bazibonakalisa ba angaba na ongumuntu
ongqibeli
ozawukwazi
hayi imini ongqibeli ndakuva I hope audience nayo because I know andifuna sibhora abantu sicingqondo yona ngoba ndifunde article okay before I distress this Umorat is a senior player who. He's a senior player, Leon. He's a senior player who he's a senior player who actually leads the Springboks. Aban Bakalile after his game in Italy, but now, what is he doing wearing a Springbok jersey? Payan. The Fude article on SA Rugby magazine.
Nick Mellet.
Nick Mellet says he does the dark arts. And Nick dark arts.
Yes, when I'm done.
So, what are your thoughts on? I mean, good locks, good locks. Fucked up, fucked up good locks. And I can't even pick my 4 and 5.
Can you?
We're telling a dark arts for it.
No, when I'm done, I'm going.
So,
Nick Mellet.
Usuka, what dark arts?
Mamela uza undiphikisa uphinde mina allow bana ndinikele nto ndiyibonayo ndiphikisa undiphikisa oku sendiyibona uyandiphikisa le question yakho i-provocative kwayona from the get go uyabona so mna yazi nonana
andifuni kangasiyisule ngathi inhle
yeah but ke imake ngoku sibuyele kule nto uyibuza
wenzeni uMorat for this Springboks wenzeni for this Thomas for him to be in the system comparing the locks we have in the system. How do we have a conversation as Springboks no more right in the same?
Masibe sisho ngathela wena soyigqibile le uyithethayo ne.
Hayi
uyigqibile. Uyabuza ne. Jonga mlandeli uyabuza kodwa uyigqibile. Ubuzama uyigqibile yena le icingayo.
Okay.
Kodwa webuza.
Okay.
Yabona uMorat ne.
So
Morat is one of a kind. Yabo.
One of a kind.
Yes.
But
John, ndifuna uyijongisise kahle. Morat I saw you le player Nick Mellet athi yiyo ba uyaxoka.
Okay.
Yabo.
So you saw the
he does do the dark arts. Yabo. But not ufikelela kwehlobo lobhakisi.
Oh, ndifuna because mamela
Nick said ukude kakhulu
Nick says he's the liking of buggy sport.
No, very far from that. But one thing I can tell you is that Morat he does have the talent, clearly. By virtue yeah, please, Buddha. By virtue of ufikelela kule level rugby, una talent mna. But it's so unfortunate that competition yakho umhlambi uza mamzabiza ngolock uthetha ngoRowan or Kia ngoku uthetha ngohondo ngobalenwana usways
his name man.
Lena workhorse. Yabona umuntu wezidakazi usondela ukubhakisa. Kulenwana unansika man. Ulutiyakha man utiyakha injury prone great. But indoor. Lendwana manu angoswesi ngosousi man. Lendwana unansika 440.
Oh, almost dead.
Yabona ke indoda le.
Almost dead.
Xa uthela ngedakazi ungathela ngalandoda. Uyabona lo mjita nebra. Ayisoyiyo le lokho izawudlala ngelihlobo lamajita. But there's one thing I can tell you is that
for 40.
Yeah, there's one thing I can tell you is that
indegcweleyo.
Yeah, for 40 man.
Hayi mayisukele kangale kutheni sukele ibhuza.
Gomnye nje umjita ofumaniseka bana is out of this world. But I was umqaphela. Umqaphela emveni kwexesha. uMorat is that kind of a player. But akanayo le talent yalamajita. Akafiki kula level. And uye esiba mdala. So into yakhe kwi Springboks is unjustifiable. But italent undeniably unayo. It's just that as we said, lo mjita ufanda back kudala simnik awuneta unayo talent mjita. He jumps on the line out. Imoli yakho is secure, is safe. He will make he will make
that's the basics.
Yeah, he will make an average of
he does the basics.
Yeah, plus minus okay, average is my personally one. He'll make a 7 tackles a game. You understand? But the problem is that like yeah.
No.
I'll point out in the one.
It's my next point.
Yeah, sure. And then you're going to understand no. Now uzawudibana no for 40 go. For 40 musuza makweza channels pha. Ukheleza wezo L10. L10 wayekwazi musu vlathi 1-2. Avela beko for 40 space no for 40 qhawuka apho gqiba lahle pass. uMorat akanazo zawe.
Akuqamathela umntana.
Akuqamathela la. Uyabo? Uarges name uzayibamba athi nje one defender, two defenders offload. Akanazo zakuyimurati. So awuyibonde la inside balini.
It's fine. Let's move on because and there's a lot to talk about here. And I see ingabinde. Let's just see your thoughts on Urasi calling those young guys, those 3 young guys.
Very important.
I think it is as well.
That's very important.
Clearly by future.
Yeah. No, clearly.
The
last time we saw a bunch or a group, let me not say a bunch, a group of under 20s performing at the level these guys are performing. Ngokupolati why senzo grade 12.
Good, Mamela.
Replace Johan
Mamela. I want your thoughts on this. Uta doors Sonabile Mnyango. Once did a post. I'm gonna put it up. Reborn. I'm paraphrasing now. Ute the Pete the scrum half to get the same treatment Pollard got into playing in Boks. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree.
But it's now halfbacks when there's no one defined debate.
Okay. At the time,
it's not Cobas.
Okay.
It's no five.
The nature of how things have unfolded for Pollard, well, unfolded in the past for Pollard, and how things are unfolding for the light, are of a different nature. So, if you understand it, who was the incumbent to get like Glacier?
Okay.
Or Pollard and Genayo?
Okay.
Who's the incumbent? Who Grant Williams? So, as no was the same to go, same back, because who Grant Williams is out of this world, undeniably. So, go Funel and wanna see is into his system. Because that's why it's all far from Gumba, a back seat. No. Far from Nana, far from Uskiane, and was 7 say. But it's time for Ndobana. Okay.
Yeah, Popo. Sharp. Siphuma kwi-bathroom break. Siyasela so asozongachama. But anyways, when that was the question yokugqibela on the Boks inochuku. But she's a fans funding. And let's be honest, because this show is about unfiltered views. In a game of rugby, this is my personal question. We game here rugby, you are given 80 minutes to play a game and win the game. What you do outside of the game is also as important.
Yes.
For the brand.
Very important. Yes.
For the brand.
Okay, I'll see the
question. I'm just explaining my question. A game here rugby, it's won in 80 minutes. Siya Kolisi at number 6. Or Eskom at number 6. Rugby. Keep rugby in mind. Give me your thoughts.
It's not even.
Leadership is important.
You know, brainer le.
Okay, sharp.
Yabona mna ngobona kwami yabo indibuyisela kula question yakho kaMoraji. Yabona uEskom uzambone bambe ibhola engogilifaki.
Eskom, by the way, is one is what's his name?
Ngiyamazi uzala ngo-1930.
Marco van Staden.
Yeah, Marco van Staden. Marco van Staden, solid player, you understand? He will do the work, but what he does on the field, you understand? Especially in terms of ball carry skills. Attack wise, Askafigi, in terms of how he protect the ball offensively, as long as we Askai analyze the element of the game, you understand? Ngobona kwami ne ingaba sizidubule nyaweni xa ngasizawuthi sicompetition uEskom noGodlist.
How so?
uEskom, it's unfortunate that akakho uGodlist akomdala kakhulu apha kuEskom. uGodlist ngu91, uEskom 95, you understand? So which means
akazi neminyaka yabo.
Hayi man, ndiyayazi.
That's why you co-host yabo. That's why you laugh.
So ke ngoku yilando into bana Eskom asizukubona as much as we would have liked to, because uKolisi
I feel like Uza from Ibraz.
And this is from Ibraz.
Ibraz, very.
And this is from Ibraz. Yeah,
okay, sure.
If we had to speak about a certain
rugby, speak about rugby.
Yeah,
speak about 80 minutes of playing rugby. Speak about winning the game.
I'm breaking it down now.
What does Sia offer us that almost? Because I can tell you what ESCOM offers us that Sia does not offer us.
Okay.
What does Sia offer us that ESCOM does not offer us?
Okay, mobility around the park. Our ruck, more often than not, was always safe. Ball carrying, they're not far from each other in terms of ball carrying. ESCOM was ambone gila, but you don't see Usia more often than not.
No, I see Sia's tackles.
No, not the tackles.
I see Kenneth Garcia. I see his Mostert.
Did you carry?
And Mostert has more carries. I see turnovers as Mostert. I see turnovers as Garcia.
Not Mostert.
No, Mostert. Sorry,
Usia is not a feature.
ESCOM.
Usia is not a feature.
Oh, number 6.
Scoutberger was also number 6. He was not a feature.
Okay.
One of the best.
Okay.
World player of the year.
Okay.
2004.
Okay.
Not a feature, but does the job very well.
Okay. I take that.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me one number 6 besides Heinrich Rousseau, who was actually a feature for the Springboks.
Oh, ESCOM.
But how good is he as a feature? Malcolm Ox is a better feature than ESCOM. So now you want me to play that guy as number 6 on a feature role?
Don't get me wrong. See young one 6.
Yeah.
For any game.
Yeah.
If you fit and available, definitely.
Okay.
What
has he not done? But
let
I just said
let me move on. Let me move on. I'm gonna talk about international series. We saw All Blacks play France. We saw Springboks play Italy, Barbarians, and Georgia. We saw Argentina play England. Emdanam. Nathi ndisiza fondini. 9 a.m. SA time. Somncila ngo-8 fondini ngala.
Yeah, arguably. Something like
Sonleka. But into eyenzekayo ngoku is that sine-streak to break. Last year, Urasi got 2 out of 2 against the All Blacks. In fact, Urasi has not lost to All Blacks for the last 4 games.
And how many have won in the past 10?
I don't have the stats.
I think it's 6-4.
I don't have the stats. I don't know. So my question to you is, how hard will it be to beat the All Blacks, Kokwazo, where they have a streak of not being beaten there?
Besides it being probably one of the most anticipated tests to date.
The final one there.
Yeah.
The final clean there.
But it's Springboks. Funeka. Yeke yakhona ngosasihleli sonke eTigers Milk sibukele
ifinal World Cup.
Sibatywatyusha.
Ifinal World Cup.
Ifinal World Cup yeke le. Now we need shift gear. Yabona ngala 80. Emva kwala 80 minutes because scrum. Sasiku gear 5. Sinitha ngoku gear 6. Onayo neNorth. Sinitha
for uJodi. Because if uJodi wayifakile penalty, because that was the penalty after that. 2 kick for poles. How uJodi? Fuck. Okay.
Missing a penalty is part of the game.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
it is.
uJodi yena zanga kwazi ulive up. Masingayigugule. Oh, could not live up to
the expectations. If I know
occasion.
Thixo kwekwe.
Hayiqondwa. Emveni kwalifakela ibhola. The World Cup win. But also at the same time, asiyazi ba wayifakela ibhola sasiza kwenza ntoni thina.
Okay. Fair enough. But let's move on. Ungurasi.
Yeah.
I think is it Eden Park?
Eden Park, yes.
Yeah,
I think 13 years streak.
Yeah.
Eden Park.
Eden Park.
30. Not 13, 30.
Unguras when today. Oh yeah, Eden Park. How do you approach this game? Mind you,
Okay.
Let me put this stat out. Currently, Adi Surveyor has 97 caps for the All Blacks.
Yeah,
If he plays the next 2 games, the All Blacks, which is Argentina and Argentina,
which you probably will.
he will be on 99 caps. By the time we go down to New Zealand Eden Park, it's going to be his 100th cap. When as Rasi, how do you approach this game? Bearing in mind that Adi Surveyor is playing his 100th cap and playing 100th cap for the All Blacks. You can
Standard
imagine.
procedure.
You can imagine.
Physicality, experience,
It's a massage for the Sikum.
a bit of.
It's a massage for the one. It's a toilet. It's a toilet.
But if not sikhumbule ba uJohn Smith watyiwa ngelast minute 100th test yakhe edlala
Yimang numbers.
F-
Numbers. I'm saying to you, as Rasi, how do you approach this game?
siyane vengeance and lena ithetha yi-vengeance uJohn Smith
Your bench, how do you play it? 6-2,
6-2 clean
5-3.
6-2 clean
Okay, which goes to my
because
next,
if you boil down
which goes to my next question. Team yako for the fixture 1 to 23. Name them quickly.
Ox and Che, simple.
Ox,
Bongi,
Mbonambi,
Bukalo,
Low.
even it's a bit.
It's a Beth.
Lotiacha.
Tixo.
Yes.
Unwatye.
It's not inyama ba.
Unwatye.
Unorke somncamela.
Okay, let's
Because that bench has fucking nomfaka.
let's wait, let's move. Okay, not care. 6 C, of course. 7 Peter Steph, of course. 8, I don't know if Ulfish is going to be suspended or
No, it's still gonna be suspended.
So
Like 80 is shaky, bruh, because by that time I think injury kando ihamba to what extent, but it can't be him. Ish. Siyibeke incabura like 8.
Sibeke ingqa 8.
Hayi inzima ka 8.
Scrum off.
Clark Williams.
Fly off. Thixo sizola ke ngoku.
Vanberg ngomezulu clean.
Hayi.
Clean.
At 10,
At 10 clean.
in New Zealand,
Clean.
Clean.
He's beaten them twice.
clean, he says.
Almost.
No. What's the starter one game? The next game, off the bench.
But
But Ubakile twice.
Both those
So
games.
you start him at 10.
yes, clean. Undoubtedly. He's the guy
Okay.
currently
Number 11,
who's a cut above the rest.
boy, let's move on. Number
Manny
11.
Libok, solid. But
Number 11,
unreliable.
let's move on. Number 11,
Undoubtedly, quickly.
12,
Damien Delindi.
13, Krill. Who's out?
Well, yeah, Uras is a big krill, but I don't know.
When I lose up a Houghton,
Zikene Muti.
yes, Elisa, against the All Blacks, Moody.
Yes.
13, I think he's
But
no,
Jongamdan-
so explain.
Jongamdan, unexplained.
14,
But
14.
Ndifuna
14,
yabona le selection yabona
14, let's move
Okay.
on.
changing code.
15,
Sure.
but position.
No, I go with Damien Delindi.
So, bro,
Yeah.
that's a team.
Yeah, but also ndifuna ucakisele indawo kamuthi ne.
Williams.
Obviously
Am
Muti.
I on the comment about part?
Damian Williams.
Yeah.
Question marks?
No question marks. It's just that apparently Fasi Bonnie is just as good. But ngoku sidlala All Blacks.
I don't think
Eden
he
Park.
lost.
We need
Whether you
we
play
need someone
Williams,
who's been there before.
Yeah,
You understand?
but they've both been there.
Ufasi has been there, but funeka understand mntana man. All Blacks are not the same All Blacks they were last year. So we need the All Blacks ngoku. We need umuntu owazi All Blacks. Xa sele zikla muthi yazi but ngani plus zone itya namhlanje. Like sidlala Eden Park. Andifuni mina ubukela uApple Fasi. ebhatyaze Eden Park so that i-test career yakhe
So le way
izokwazi
ihamba nobubramo ihamba
andizuthelela
ihamba nobukhuluma ihamba noma lapho nje usuke endabeni ubaphelele
bena ukuthi leyana mother into bani
so emotional uras
mother into bani
so emotional iba nguras
awu aphelele mnana aphelele he's one of a kind yabo he's solid nje.
But I think he's proven himself when he's worthy to
but
play.
do you know what we need aphelele I feel that akasibonisa uba una inkani enough abona uDemian Williams uyambona kwa inkani ufasi asikamboni manje xa kusinyiwa ba wenza ntoni but we know bana bone 9 times out of 10 he will give you an impeccable performance.
I think sikuvile. Quick one. Kuna World Cup Yamachir that's coming up. I was happy last night when we beat the All Blacks fans. Ferns or whatever you call them.
Black ferns.
Black ferns, yeah, thanks. And then someone said that's the B team or C team, yeah. And if I wish it to that extent, but I was just happy when it means.
Okay.
It is. What are your thoughts on preparations of the Boks women team heading into the World Cup?
I think the adjustments made by SA Rugby were very crucial and important.
Adjustments of SA Rugby. Take us down. Explain. When SA Rugby?
SA Rugby as coach.
Or always.
As basically as under 20, but for upper women's because we saw what there needs to be adjustments. But
okay.
Under 20 was performing at a very low level for a country that plays rugby to our level and the standards we hold highly for rugby as a country. So I do feel that because those were actually we've done really well. Uras had an assignment as a director of rugby when he came in 2017, I think, if I'm not mistaken. One of the assignments was to get women's rugby up to standard, and I think we've done very well because now it's become a professional game.
I'm convinced.
At provincial level, it's become a very structured game as opposed to the past, whereby we just saw women running around. Now we see a system, how we play. You know, there's a certain structure. There's a type of game plan.
Or is it?
Yes, but Kalogo Rasi had the duty to make sure that he gets these people into the system.
Sure.
Not the players, not just the players, but the coaching, the scouting. How is the rugby being developed from a grassroots level? In terms of women's rugby?
I hope one day we get to have one player who plays professionally for the women Boks. Yeah. Just find the journey.
I organize alone.
And conclude up, but I think it's a conversation people wanna know. I think they wanna have it. But anyways.
Yeah, so Zamuguti Lando, Afako Kevin Foot, nobody guys that have a bit more experience playing either coaching rather than playing at a higher level really helped a lot. But then Sifumane Lamachita who have coaching experience to further develop their capability in terms of coaching at a high level, but in women's rugby, because we need people who are highly capable, highly skilled, and highly knowledgeable in terms of the game. In women's rugby. Now we are starting to see.
We're on something.
Yes, we're on to something. Because Jonga, sityiwa man Canada satyiwa
There
Canada.
are two in the world. There are,
No, I'm not saying.
after All Blacks ngabo.
Unpick scene.
Tina, I think we're 17th.
Unpick I think 12th.
Oh, 12th.
12th in the world.
But anyways,
Top in the world.
but
So Tina segla level your feature
So,
Samoa in
do you
terms of
see
the,
us-
the men's game.
do you see us from a group stages?
I think we will play quarterfinals.
Thanks. Let's move on. So, guys, this is the last question or segment. It's called Ipina. Okay, this is the slicer conversation, the last segment of the show. Quick question. It's a debate of who's greater. These players played in different eras. Brian Habana or Cheslin Colby?
Brian, undoubtedly.
Yeah, what's Cheslin? So you choose Habana over Cheslin?
That's like comparing Junior Sevilla to fucking Jonah Lomu.
Let's be real and authentic about it.
Who's born highlights?
But as massive for you know,
When I go to Cheslin Colby, Cheslin Colby being great, you have a lived experience. But when you reminisce, you look at the highlights. Now let's compare highlights.
so when
No.
And when it's Habana over Cheslin. Different views out.
I do feel that Cheslin Colby is more
Different
talented.
views are-
Cheslin Colby
No.
has more talent than Brian.
Pick the greatest between these two. Cheslin Habana Utin.
Brian Abane.
Clean. Guys, first episode, struggling.
Brian Abane.
Now wait, it's been fun.
I love Cheslin Colby, by the way. But
My friend, as not clash. It's been fun. Let's show. Let's show it's about a platform of views. I come not wrong. I come not right. This is about if fans having a voice, and as long as you guys have a voice, send welcome. We want to have more guys in the show. We want to have more voices on the show. So if you're interested and this is the shit you vibe with, now it's a brand for just saying. I couldn't change that clock. Okay, I'm gonna announce it officially on this platform. The host of the show, Tumonobanda. Bacha is my co-host. The plan is to have more guests going forward. But that word, it's quickly the phone.
yeah, stop it.
Say push away. Couple of shout outs. I have to mention this. Pay attention before trying. Shout out to Messful Productions. Iwega Trice. They made the sound, the beat. Also Eva. Shout out to our director and producer, Ospatom Zanzi.
Me too.
He's the voice behind the voice. Shout out to Unwamisa, a very good friend of mine. See Kwake up. This is the backyard yake. Other than that, next week boy. Peace.